T-SPLOST, what we're talking about today, and we're here at the Commissioner's Room, and we're all a part of this. And over the next 60 days, you're going to be hearing all our leaders. We have been talking with George Roussel, the city manager of Dublin, also Larry Drew and Phil Best, Matt Hatchett, Bubba Epps, Ross Tollison. We've got something important on the table this election. July 31st, we're only 60 days out. T-SPLOST, Transportation Splosh. First of all, where did this originate, Mr. Buddy? Let's just kind of bring everybody up to speed till today.
Well, the legislature was trying to figure out some way, since our infrastructures with highways and roads and bridges was falling behind these other states. And we needed to do something to make it where economic development will look at us a lot serious than they have been doing. And so the legislature passed this about where there'll be a 1 cent sales tax and put in each region and everything. And the region that we in was consist of 17 counties. I was the chairman of the round table in the 17 counties. Lawrence County has been the biggest county in our region there, I think. And they elected me as the chairman for the round table. We had a bunch of meetings with every other county had a representative on that round table.
All 17 counties.
All 17 counties. And we discussed it and come up with the project list that we had. The state said that we needed to do some regional projects that needed to be done in the region, and I think there was 12 or 13 of those. And then the local projects and everything, and we had the most local projects from any region in the state.
Yeah. And y'all are looking at the list on the screen right there, just gobs of projects. I made the comment off camera to you, Mr. Buddy, as y'all look at that list there. Looks like the whole city of East Dublin is going to be resurfaced or paved, and I know it's not, but a lot of the streets there. And not only things like that, but let's talk about Hillcrest Parkway. Let's talk about a new bridge. Can y'all believe if we can pass this transportation splosh that we could finally get us another bridge over the Oconee River? What would that do for Lawrence County?
Well, look at the economical impact it'll have to bring people from these other counties to the east of us, basically. Like Washington County, Trutland County, Wilkinson County, those counties, and Johnson County mainly, will have a straight shot coming in to Dublin.
And where would that bridge be?
It would be at the Blatches Ferry on the Country Club Road. The economic impact would be good, plus emergency vehicles and everything. They had to come all the way around. It would speed up, say, 15 minutes for someone having a heart attack to get them to the Fairview Park Hospital.
What a great project that is.
Yeah.
What about Hillcrest Parkway now? Back in my younger days, there wasn't a Hillcrest Parkway. You couldn't go from where the Dublin Mall is now to 441 North. There wasn't a way across there.
Right.
Now look at Hillcrest, how we've grown. We need some relief there. What would this project mean to Hillcrest?
That is probably the biggest money project, the two regional projects we got. And it's going to be 5-lane. All the way from industrial all the way to 441
Wow.
North.
Would that be amazing?
It would be amazing.
Wow.
When I was on the city council and everything, I worked to get that right away. And so I was successful in getting the right away from
Man, we've come
back
a long
in the
way.
We've come a long way. But that is the two main regional projects we got. And then we got every municipality, Dublin, East Dublin, Dudley, Dexter, Rents, Cadwell, and all those, they got all their projects. We got every project that we had on the list.
Let me ask you, Mr. Buddy, you serving on this, and I know Brian, I saw him on the notes, Phil Best was at the meetings, but what do you think this has done for us all working together? Look over this 17-county district. Y'all have met together over the last few years. You've worked together, come up with these projects. That's quite an accomplishment to get 63 cities, 17 counties, 240-something thousand people together and come up with this project that's going to benefit not only our daily lives, but to help bring jobs and economic development to our community.
Right. And in the round table that we had, and we had some good people on there, what was going to happen, the state legislature had dictated that we were going to have 75% of the money that 1 cent's brought in for regional projects and 25% for local projects and everything. We're the only region that beat the DOT. We get 50% for our local projects the regional projects get 50%. Every other region stayed with the 25-75.
Okay.
And Todd Long with the DOT said we the only region that beat him. Yeah, so we're going to get a little extra things for our local projects that we want to do. And so that is another good point, why we need to look at this. And I know everybody don't want a tax increase and everything, but for jobs,
amen.
This would be a big thing for our county, being located an hour and 20 minutes from the port, about 2 hours to the Atlanta airport. So it's a project that's well worth it everybody to look at and to help bring jobs here. And
all I say to you, and y'all going to hear this over the next 60 days from me personally and people like Mr. Buddy, but just keep an open mind. That's all we ask you. Just, and if you don't like to hear what we say or some of the people you're going to hear over the next 60 days, just Google T-SPLOST. That's all you got to do. Gobs of articles. You can read pros and cons. But as far as our community, Lawrence County, our part of the region, we know because we got it in black and white. The projects are there. We know from the bridge to Hillcrest all the way through East Dublin, Cadwell, Rents. Go to the website there. It's on the screen right now. Just log on that website right there and it'll tell you. But we keep showing you throughout the broadcast different things that are going to happen. Roads going to be paved. Hodges Street, Geddes Street. I could just go on and on. Not only here in Dublin, Lawrence County, but a lot of you, Mr. Buddy, people in Soperton right now listing, Wrightsville listing, all these, and I was reading streets in Wrightsville, just gobs of streets going to be paved. Soperton, just a small community, gobs of things going to happen. And the good thing about it, I hope, is maybe our people will be doing a lot of this work. What do you think about that?
Oh, we ought to bring a lot of jobs to our area in the 17-county region, and plus in Lawrence County. You think how long it's going to take them to build that bridge across the river?
Yeah, you build a $15 million bridge, it's going to have some wealth spread out amongst everybody in it.
And then with the project on Hillcrest and everything. And then the local roads that are going to be surfaced and everything. It's something that everybody needs to look at and study it and consider, which way they think they need to go. But if we want to continue to grow and have jobs and everything, it's something that we really need to look at serious.